This is the story of William Shakespeare, a man born in a small English town who went on to shape the imagination of the entire world. In 1564, in Stratford-upon-Avon, a glover's son entered a world that had no idea it was welcoming the greatest dramatist in history. There were no signs of genius carved into his cradle, no prophecy, no applause, just a boy with an education at the local grammar school and a mind that would one day give language to love, ambition, jealousy, grief, and power. At 18, he married Anne Hathaway. A few years later, he vanished from the records, what scholars call his lost years. And then suddenly, he reappeared in London. Not as a nobleman, not as a scholar, but as an actor. London's theatre world was wild, competitive, and alive. Shakespeare joined a company that would later become the King's Men. He wrote for the stage, acted in his own plays, and helped build the Globe Theatre, where crowds from every class gathered to watch stories unfold. And what stories they were! He gave us the tragic hesitation of Hamlet, the doomed love of Romeo and Juliet, the vaulting ambition of Macbeth, the consuming jealousy of Othello, the political betrayal of Julius Caesar, the storm and reconciliation of King Lear and the Tempest. But he also gave us laughter through A Midsummer Night's Dream, Twelfth Night, and Much Ado About Nothing, proving he understood joy as deeply as sorrow. In just over 2 decades, he wrote nearly 39 plays, 154 sonnets, and narrative poems that still pulse with life. His words shaped the English language itself. Phrases we use every day: break the ice, wild goose chase, heart of gold, echo his pen. He wrote about kings and fools, lovers and murderers, witches and warriors, but always about us. Because Shakespeare did not just write characters, he wrote human nature. He retired to Stratford and died in 1616. But death did not silence him. His works crossed oceans, centuries, languages, and cultures. 400 years later, the question is no longer why we read Shakespeare. The question is, how could we ever stop?